Hello and welcome to DVM 360 TV. I'm Erica Tricarico, and joining me today are 3 team members from Cleveland Heights Animal Hospital in Lakeland, Florida. We're talking with practice manager Emily Shiver.
Hi.
Outpatient technician Jen Crawford.
Hello.
And outpatient team leader Katie Rice.
Hi.
Thank you all so much for joining me today. So let's get right to it. So Emily, you've implemented several new protocols at your hospital to accommodate the need for social distancing. Can you talk a bit about the importance of involving the entire staff when making these major changes?
Sure. I think it's really important to, when we implement any of these big changes, to have the entire team be a part of not only some of the decision making, but just feel like they're a part of the entire team to be able to work together and come up with different ideas. So certainly not all management is going to have all the different ideas because there's different positions. So maybe front office has a good idea, or maybe the technicians have a better idea for it, something we've implemented. So I think it's really important to involve them, feedback what works, what doesn't work, and it makes them feel safe as well. It makes them feel safe and keeps them updated on the different changes that are going on, because there's been so many changes happening so quickly that we've had to work together and be a really strong team.
And how do your clients seem to be adjusting with this new normal?
I think very well. There's times when they might get a little stressed. I think we're all a little bit stressed in this. So not everything is perfect, and they've had to learn to adjust with us as we've come up with new processes and procedures to try to take care of them the best that we can and as efficiently as we can. But most of them have been pretty gracious in all of it.
And Katie, which aspect of the new protocols have been the most challenging for clients to comply with?
I would probably have to say them not being able to come inside the building and be present for the appointment. So we've just tried to do a really good time of communicating with them well and letting them know that, of course, we're going to care for their fur baby, whether they are here or not, and just reassuring them, of course, that we're going to give them lots of love and have great communication with them. So we'll be contacting them at each part of the appointment if there's any questions or concerns, and we try to make the appointments, as quick as possible so we can get them out to them, of course, because them being away from them gets them a little stressed out, but we try to do a good job of communicating that we are taking great care of them no matter what, and we treat them like they are our own.
Awesome. And then Katie and Jen, you both probably can answer this question, but how have your new protocols affected client relationships, and what are you doing to help strengthen the bond despite this social distancing?
I think one of the nice things about our clients is a lot of them, and primarily the majority of them, have just really expressed gratitude for us staying open and being available during this challenging time. The clients that struggle with the changes a little bit more have expressed some concerns about just not feeling the same connection that they would if they were inside the building, not feeling potentially the empathetic care that they would see in facial expressions or the touch of a hand or something along those lines that really helps build those connections. But I think overall that it's been a positive reception for the people that we've been dealing with here at our facility.
That's awesome. And Jen, do clients seem concerned about their pets getting COVID-19 or catching the virus from their pets? And if so, how are you addressing this?
Yeah, so I have fielded some phone calls from clients who were just looking for a little bit of guidance in this strange time. Specifically, those clients who have heard about the tiger in New York that came up positive, and they're wondering how that affects their domestic cat or dog in the building. And I just used the knowledge from my doctors, and they've provided stating that everything is still a little bit in that gray area where we don't have a lot of cases showing positive, and if any, and just reassuring them that, of course, we'll continue to keep them updated if something drastically changes within the community and concern that they need to address. But of course, they are welcome to wipe down their dog's paws and their cat's little toes when they come back in from outside, just to take that extra step in being precautious.
And Katie, did you have anything to add to that?
Yeah, I think Jen's pretty correct in that. Just kind of making sure that, we're giving them the right information. I had a client today that I had my doctor speak to that was concerned with, even transmitting it from us touching the pet and going back to them as well. And so of course, I assured him that we're taking a ton of precautions here. Of course, we always do with washing hands and disinfecting surfaces and everything like that.
PPE.
And yeah, PPE with our people that are running out to the curbside area. And so I just reassured him and had the doctor also take the extra step to talk to him to let him know her thoughts on that and kind of, what we're doing to make sure we are being as careful as possible. And of course, assure him that, we wouldn't be doing anything to put, him or his family in danger. And that's why we're taking so many precautions right now to just kind of protect the pets, the owners, the whole community.
Awesome. And Emily, is there anything from your current normal that you may consider maintaining beyond the pandemic?
I think so. I think in all of this, on the other side, we have to look at it as what we've gone through has been a blessing in some ways, as odd as that seems, because we've identified some weaknesses that we can turn into real strengths on the other side of it. So curbside service, the clients love it. They love sitting in their car and calling or texting and saying, hey, I'm in the parking lot, bring me my food or my medication, or I'm here to drop my pet off, can you come out and get her? So I think they're really enjoying the curbside service aspect of it. As far as payment methods too, because we're emailing invoices at this time. So that's really helpful because we can shoot an email over. They pay their invoice before they even get here to pick up their medications or their food. And everything is done. It happens so quickly now. And it's a blessing that, we never really had to lean into that discomfort until now. And it's really turned into something that's good for us and it's good for the client. Texting is another main thing that we lean on every day to keep the phone lines not as busy. So texting the clients back and forth has been a great help. The two-way texting ability has been a great help. And another thing that we have been doing is gathering history ahead of time. So especially pets that are being admitted, we're gathering all medical history ahead of time. So again, it becomes more efficient to drop the pet and then go. So I think those are the main things that we're going to stick with once this is all over with. And I'm sure we'll identify more as the time goes on. But those are the main ones. And I think it's going to really, on the other side of it, as tough as this has been, I think we've really identified some pretty cool things that we can serve our clients better.
Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to speak with us. For more news and exclusive expert interviews about the pandemic, visit dvm360.com. For DVM360 TV, I'm Erica Chicarico. Thanks for watching.